guys, thank you so much for being here. So today I was asking Spirit what's coming in next for you guys. It's a collective tarot reading, and I wasn't expecting it to be a love reading. So here we are. I pulled the Queen for what's coming in next, and the King then came out as well. And then between the King and the Queen, we got the Offering. So it's like, I was like, oh, this is a love reading for sure. I get that. So there's two different energies here. And we have the Queen, which is like the Empress energy. And the King, which is the Emperor energy. So we have counterparts here. I did ask about if this was somebody that you guys know already. And I did get that most of you, if not all of you, it is not a newer thing. And if there's nobody in your past where you're like, I don't have anyone that this could be, then it could be someone coming new in for you. But we do have the counterparts here. This also reminds me of, so when you have a masculine and a feminine energy come together, it is indicative of showing that you have those energies coming together within you. And I do feel like both of these people are healing and going through a death process. So death process is Scorpio energy. It's a huge transformation. It's going through death to rebirth into a new you, a new self. And for the King, I was getting that the King is going through an ego death. Now, just whatever one you resonate more with, and you could be mirroring each other, which I definitely feel there's mirroring here. So just take it where it applies. The King is going through an ego death. And surrendering old heartbreak in relationships, and I'm hearing equal give and take, and maybe looking into where they have been hurt by somebody. I'm seeing Queen of Wands in reverse, and so it reminds me of like a very dark feminine kind of aspect. And I feel like they maybe, because of this past relationship or even a mother wound, okay, they were looking through their perspective onto newer people, maybe even you in the past, onto newer people or you in the past, looking at you through a lens that was muddy because of this past energy. So this King is healing a wound that is connected to a past relationship with somebody who was in a very, I would say, unhealthy, dark aspected feminine energy. Now, through healing that, okay, they are now also, so the Offering, right? The Offering talks about a sacrifice. And it's like sacrifice to get something else. And it's funny because the death process does that too. And I also was like, I was thinking about it, or I wasn't, I mean, Spirit gave it to me, obviously, but I was also thinking about it. And the offer of vulnerability from the King to the Queen is a sacrifice, because it's like a risk, and it's a sacrifice of maybe one's pride into giving vulnerability. And so there is a deep coming together with the King and the Offering to the Queen. Like I definitely get that. Well, like, because the Queen, right, it talks about being in one's own divinity, being in feminine energy, and being in feminine energy is being soft and being open and not chasing, right? This is like a, maybe, I don't know why I'm getting this, but maybe in the past you guys had a runner chaser dynamic. Some of you could be resonating with twin flame here. And I get that a lot of you are possibly, if you believe you're in a twin flame journey, in the beginning of the journey, you as the Queen, if you are the Queen, because I get most of you are the Queen, but some of you could be the King. So just, I'm just going to go with this energy right now. So you maybe in the past were in the Queen, right? Was in the chaser energy, because that's usually what happens with a twin flame journey. There's a chaser and a runner. And I'm getting that the Queen in the situation, the divine feminine, may have been chasing, I'm hearing King of Pentacles, the King, chasing the King, and the King was maybe in avoidance and running, because that's what this is about. It's about mirroring each other. It's about healing your codependency. It's about healing avoidance issues. It's about healing the runner energy, the anxious attachment So usually the runner is in an avoidant energy and the chaser is in an anxious attachment style. An anxious attachment style is somebody that is really afraid of abandonment and really is desperate for love because of not being given love when they were a child. And so what they learned to do was have to like try so hard to get that love. That's really deep. So it's really beautiful though. Now, what I'm seeing is that quite a bit of time has passed possibly for both of you. And, okay, I'm sorry. Quite a bit of time has passed between both of you, and you both have been healing separately, okay? You, as the queen who was in the chaser energy, stopped chasing. And I got you to stop chasing a while ago, but you also, it's not just like healing the runner and chaser energy between in each archetype, it's and yourself. It's, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, it's hard to get this into words. It's about healing. I'm hearing trauma bonding. It's healing codependency, but it's also just healing wounds, right? That you marry to each other. It doesn't have to do with it doesn't just have to do with the chaser and the runner energy and the anxious and the avoidant attachment. It's something else. There's something else here about, yes, you're healing that, Spirit says, but there's also another deep healing that's going on with maybe, I feel both parties are going through a deep healing in their wounding. And for the queen, I got, what was it? Queen's sacrifice is familial, old, deep wounds, family patterns, and relationships, or both. So it's like they're healing, you guys are healing very similar things, but it's almost like it's a little bit opposite. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm just like making sure I'm making sense. Okay. I also think it's interesting that we have the moon here, okay? So the moon, right there, the moon can signify things that are in the dark. So I get that maybe one or both parties has absolutely no idea, maybe in the 3D world, how each party feels about the other, and that could also be creating, or could have created the difficulty in this connection. There could have also been, I'm hearing an external third party. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a person for some of you, and it could also be a job. Sometimes there's, third parties can be anything, really, anything that's getting in the way of the relationship or the coming together of the union. Because I do feel like, some of you could have had a relationship with this person in the past and actually built together, but if you did, it might have been more fleeting. I do get that, I keep losing my train of thought. I do get that it could have been fleeting. Wow. What was I going to say? I can't even remember. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. What do I want to do, Spirit? Could have been fleeting. I really want to get it, and now I can't. Okay. I want to pull stuff on the queen and see where she's at. And then I want to pull stuff on the king and see where he's at. And then I want to pull stuff on the offering and see kind of like what's going to happen. Because I do get this feeling that there is a coming together of you guys. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the Star, or the middle of the deck. Okay, the Queen. What's going on with the Queen? What is she feeling? What's going on with her? What is she feeling? It's funny, I'm hearing, it's hard to come out. It's hard. If you're in the Queen energy, you may be keeping some things to yourself. I get the Kings doing that too. Queen of Wands came out upright. Don't you love that? I literally was like, the King's healing, Queen of Wands in reverse. And guess what? You have the Queen with a Queen, oh my God. You have the Queen with the Queen of Wands energy upright. That's awesome. So I also get this as the King is actually seeing clearly, maybe, I think, okay, in the past, this is what I'm getting. The King was looking at the Queen, maybe worried because she was emanating a similar energy to one he had in the past, okay? He wasn't able to see totally clearly at the time because of his past with his Queen of Wands in reverse, but also the codependency was something that hadn't been healed yet, and also the chasing after him was causing this also to be a bigger deal. Like it became, I don't know, it freaked him out. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. 10 of Swords. And it's sideways. What do you want me to take it up or down? You want me to keep it sideways? Wow. All right. So the 10 of Swords sideways, it's like you're in the middle of ending something. Ending a job, ending a relationship, ending something. There's something you're ending. It could even be a way of thinking, because I was getting that with the ending of the familial, old, deep patterns and wounds. Okay, what is the Ten of Swords about? Let me see. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is wounding. Like, it's the wounded warrior. And, okay, so the queen is in the middle of healing, where she's been betrayed, and also in the past, and also maybe she's in the middle of something where she feels like she has to end something. And again, because we're talking about sacrifice for the offering, it's not like the king just makes his own sacrifice. The queen has to make a sacrifice too. And it's interesting because it's like mostly the sacrifice is something within their own lives that doesn't really have anything totally to do with each other. It may not look like that, but it does have something to do. I feel like it's a total looping pattern. I also am seeing the 8 infinity sign. I'm seeing the infinity sign. Okay, can I get one more on the queen? What else is going on? King of Swords and the Lovers. Okay. Can I see more on this King of Swords really quick? Is this the same king? I don't know why I'm getting a different king. The High Priestess. Oh, the king went sideways. I literally, look it. Totally went sideways. Okay. And the High Priestess came out when I pushed on it sideways. The High Priestess. Okay. So, Pisces energy. Lovers is Gemini. King of Swords is Aquarius. Can be. Okay. So, the queen is in the middle of ending possibly a relationship or a job with somebody who's the King of Swords sideways. Because, like, look, look at this. Look at this. Okay. We've got the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords sideways, which means it's like turning. I hear fate is turning. Okay, so the queen is in the middle of ending, you, if you're the queen, is in the middle of ending a relationship or a job, or I don't know. I also get it's wounding. It could be wounding for some of you too. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but I am getting really strong relationship energy. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting stuck. You know what's funny? Is that, okay, so like when it's on its side, all right, when cards are on their side, it's like in the middle of happening. It's like in the middle of it completing, the process is completing. I get that this queen feels very like, this is really hard. Whatever she has to end, it's really hard. It's funny because I keep going back and forth between the two energies. I hope it doesn't bother you guys. It's really hard for her. That's what I'm getting. But I do, okay, so the High Priestess and the Lovers, right? So the queen is feeling, oh shoot, I can't show that, I forgot. Oopsies. Don't look at it. I mean, like, no, and then of course I cover up the wrong one. Okay. You may be feeling, if you're the queen, you may be feeling jumbled and super like discombobulated by the energy a little bit. So I'm getting two things. She's ending something that's really hard to end with somebody because she knows that she doesn't want to be there anymore. It's like the relationship's over. It's just, I get that because of her wounding, it could be hard to end this relationship, but she's doing it. She's in the middle, literally in the middle of doing it. I feel like it's very close to being done, to be fair. I feel like she's trying to walk away multiple times. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's really hard to end a relationship, you guys. Really hard, especially if you have like, you're also healing like old familial wounds, because it could be mirroring, funny because it could be mirroring what this ending is for her. Okay, I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth. I'm gonna move on because I feel like, again, I feel like it's in the middle of happening, and I do want, okay, what do I want to say? How do I want to, okay, Spirit, help me out here. How do I give them, what advice should I give them? Can I get one of these, actually? You want me to, the Devil's on the bottom of the deck. Of course, Devil and Capricorn and Five of Swords. Whatever the queen is ending, it is something that she feels deeply attached to, but not because it's enlightened or joyful or deeply fulfilling. She feels she's attached to it because of her wounding. She feels like she can't walk away from it because of her wounding. She feels stuck. She is not stuck, though. She's literally releasing really old, deep wounds that are mirroring the current situation, which she's also letting go of. So it's like, I think there's a need for deep compassion. If you are the queen of, I'm saying Queen of Wands, if you are the queen in this situation, you are getting there, you are ending this, this is very hard, you are getting, your trauma is being very deeply triggered, which is the whole point of this relationship and it ending, and you having to learn maybe to be discerning, maybe to have boundaries, maybe not to accept less than what you deserve. And so I definitely get that having compassion and having patience for yourself is going to be very helpful during this. I feel like the Queen of Wands and the Queen in general is just going through a very hard time. I do feel like, I forgot to say this, because I feel like I keep getting distracted by the energy of like it's ending because it's so heavy. But I do feel this Queen keeps getting called back to the intuition about the Lovers, because she knows that this offering is coming in from the King. Okay, I wish I could put the card straight for once. You may be very hard on yourself, and I just cannot. Okay, the King is offering. The King is offering, and she feels the King coming into offer. It hasn't happened yet, but she can feel it coming, and she does not. She was already ending this without this over here. She was already ending that. It was already in the process of happening. Okay, I'm going to move on to the King. If you're the Queen, you've got this. It's really hard. I really am sending you like my deepest grace and deepest compassion, and you can get through this. You're getting through this. You're almost there. You're almost at the point of not feeling so stuck anymore. I know how hard it is to feel stuck. I really do. I get you know what's funny? So what I'm getting is that like they're mirroring each other, right? So the King is also probably in the middle of ending something. It's just funny. I'm already getting that already. I feel like it's more probably to do with work and friends. Could have to do with a relationship. We'll see. What is the King ending? Let's look at that. What's going on? The Queen of Cups, okay? Temperance, almost coming in reverse. Let's do sideways because I don't feel like that totally came in reverse. Queen of Cups, Temperance. What? Okay, help me out here. What else? Okay. An opportunity. What are they ending? Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. 2 queens. And a queen over here. 1 king. 1 king over here. 1 queen over here. Okay. We got Taurus energy coming through here a little bit. And we got Cancer, water energy, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming through here. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Okay. So, I get that this King has moved really slowly. And here's the thing, it was guided to, but I do feel like now, what I'm feeling now from Spirit is like, okay, time is running out. Like, not like running out as in like, you can't do this anymore, not like that. More like, maybe the Queen is like, almost, okay, I don't know what I'm getting here. Okay, I do know what I'm getting here. It's just like, okay. The Queen is ending something really big, and she is ready for this relationship with the King. Okay, the King maybe has had a hard time in moving towards her and offering this. Definitely, that's what I'm getting. And it was guided for Temperance, which is patience and balance. But since it's coming out on its side and then it almost went reverse, it reminds me of like someone maybe who's taking a little bit too much time, maybe procrastinating a little bit, because here's the thing, right? What's the risk for the King? It's vulnerability. It's the pride. I mean, technically the risk is the pride. The risk is getting hurt. That's the risk, okay? The sacrifice is the pride, but only if he gets hurt. And I think the fear of getting hurt and the fear of offering this and getting rejected, because we have the Moon here where the King doesn't know how the Queen feels totally, but the Queen totally is into the King. Like, here's the thing. You guys are both into each other. I mean, it's totally clear. You both are thinking about each other. It's why you guys came out on a reading together. Like, it's clear. There's an offering between you guys. You guys are both intuitively feeling each other, for sure. For sure feeling intuitively that you guys are both meant to be doing this. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it's destined for this to happen. That's what I'm really feeling. So, the opportunity, he could have had to end something in a job. Doesn't always have to be that. Could have to do something with his stability, had to be transformed. Okay? Doesn't have to be an ending of a job, but something had to be transformed with his stability to take this opportunity. He also had to heal the wounds of being possibly rejected, and also the wounds of like, okay, like I've been in a really horrible relationship or relationships, or I have a really strong, deeply wounded inner child from my mother, okay? Like my mother deeply wounded me in some way. It could be any of those, it could be all of those, right? He had to heal his perception and heal deep grief connected to betrayal and pain from wounding from feminine figures in his life, okay? It's taken him a long time to heal this, but Emotionally, I see 10 of Cups. Emotionally, he's feeling called, deeply called to this. And so are you if you're the Queen. Okay. Can I see more about the King? Just can I get one more? I did get two more when I did this one, when I was like, okay. Page of Pentacles. Yep, okay. Page of Pentacles. It's like almost like he had to heal the offer. It's weird. 3 of Cups, yeah. So it's a reconnecting to like really wanting to get, like, dude, we got a double offer here, okay? I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so if I can do this right. Reconnecting with the Ace of Pentacles of new beginning, which is a pentacle. Okay, there's a pentacle here, right? Then there's a Page of Pentacles, which is actually going out and giving a what? Offering. An offering. So the King is coming forward with an offering, which we already knew that, but I don't know why I had to get so complicated. I mean, you guys are probably both feeling like that. Like, this was really complicated. Why did it have to be so complicated? But it's because you guys were meant to come together to heal deep wounds from the past. What do I have on the bottom of the deck? The Emperor. That's the King. Okay? And I guarantee the Empress is here. If I pulled more cards, I'd get the Empress on this side for sure. Or over here, just showing like he sees that she's the Empress. I think you guys both have had deep realizations of what you guys have meant to each other. Like, I think that you guys deeply feel deeply called to each other. Deeply feel called. I feel like you guys feel super empowered by each other. I feel like you guys feel alive. I feel like you guys, oh my gosh, it's like a explosion of the energy. It's a heart chakra opening. It's good fortune. It's abundance. I mean, I can't. It's a really beautiful thing. It's like the twin flame journey can be extremely difficult. Please, it really is. And if it's not that, then this relationship, whether it was or wasn't, was deeply transformative for both of you. You guys both have been pulling on each other's energy to move through your own singular journeys to help you be a better version of yourself. It's like, okay, I heard this reader the other day and he was talking about the twin flame journey. And if you had taken, or not the twin flame, I guess the twin flame journey, but your journey of your own life by yourself. Now, if you didn't have this other person over here, if you didn't have this other person that was in your mind as like a possibility, right? Would you have gone for the same things? Would you have worked so hard? Would you have deeply healed this much? It's like almost like the incentive to heal is because because you feel guided to do so, but you also feel like this is your future. Like that's what you feel like, this is your future. And you know it. It's not like a thought anymore. It's like a deeply understood deep truth that you're like, no, this is for me. Both of you know that it's for you. And again, there is a coming together. I do still feel like, I am seeing 3 of Wands. The Sun, yeah, okay, so 3 of Wands is the right answer. Let me see. The Chariot, yeah, okay. There's deep movement happening here from the King to the Queen. Now, if you're in the Queen energy, okay? Oh my gosh, I was totally thinking about that. I was watching a video about this the other day. I don't know if this is true because I haven't yet experienced it, but when the Queen or the Divine Feminine or the runner in the beginning, no, the chaser in the beginning gets to right before the offering comes in. I was watching a YouTube. It was saying that like she may start feeling like this isn't really going to happen again. Like this is never really meant for me. I must be delusional. Like this was actually like maybe this isn't meant for me. Maybe this is not happening for me. Maybe I just think these things and they're not actually happening. No, they are. And again, the work that the Queen has done has been about healing those specific thoughts and the obsession over it, right? The obsessing about like, why isn't he calling me? Why won't he come in? Like, is he ever going to come in? This is never going to happen. Like, those thoughts will come up again. And I heard it's a test, but I don't know if it's a test. But it's not the point, because the point is that you have healed those thoughts. You have healed those patterns. You have gotten out of the chaser. It confuses me. The chaser energy. So that may start happening more if you are resonating with the Queen and the Divine Feminine. That may be happening more for you right before this person comes in. So if that starts happening, trust. This is, again, I'm seeing Temperance, which is just trust, patience, balance. Like, get connected again. Get connected to your truth. You know, the High Priestess is here. You know this. You know it. Like, you know it here. and like you just know it now, and so does the king. But like, I don't know, maybe you're already feeling this coming in. I definitely feel like that for a lot of you already kind of get that this might be happening for you. Okay, the offering, the King of Pentacles. I was like, the King of Pentacles is right here, and we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, which is also talks about the Emperor and the King. Okay, the offering, the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, which is, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles right here. Okay. Okay. So, the King of Pentacles, yes. Tell me. Show me. I got the Hermit. Interesting. Okay. The Hermit. We got Two of Wands. Oh, I want to move these over. Okay. Two of Wands. Planning. There's planning happening here. Okay. So, the King of Pentacles, which is the King, over here, is in Hermit mode. The Hermit is looking into it. Looking into the King of Pentacles to plan. There's like a planning. There's like a, how do I approach this? That's what I feel. How do I approach this? What do I say? How do I do this? What does the offering look like? How much is too much? How much is too little? What do I need to say? How much do I divulge? Oh my gosh. The thought space for the king right now is highly like active. Okay. If you're the king, if you're the king, this is really nice actually. If you're the king, the Queen is going to be overjoyed to hear from you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? Overjoyed. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. I want to see, how would the Queen feel about this offering before I say that? But I definitely get that that's the feeling. Come on. Five of Cups. Talk to me. Let me see. Seven of, okay. So I was also wondering if that was going to happen. Okay. Right now or in the future? No, when the King comes in, how does she feel? When the King comes in, like when he actually offers her this. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so right now the Queen is feeling Five of Cups, which is loss and sadness, and the Seven of Cups, which is confusion because she doesn't know the moon's here. She doesn't know how or what the King's going to do and how or if he's going to do it, right? Eight of Pentacles and strength. Leo energy's coming through again. Okay, so the Queen right now is in this energy right here. Loss and sadness and confusion because she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know for sure. She may have an intuition about it, but she doesn't know yet. When he comes in, this is what happens. The Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles and strength. I get this like from the Queen. I get like, oh my gosh, you really like, you did it. Like, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Because, like, she's been waiting for this, right? And she knows. She already knows. She knows how hard this is. She knows why it hasn't happened. She knows way more than I think the king realizes. This is really, like, deep and intense, you guys. I'm sorry I'm going, like, more than I usually do, but it's, like, I'm not done yet. Okay. She knows how much strength this has taken the king to do. And how much work he's put in. And I also do get this is for her too. How much strength she had to wait for this, to hope for this, to be patient for this, to heal for this. And yeah, how much work. Eight of Pentacles is like hard work paying off, like working your butt off to get this. Oh shoot. Wow, that came out. What is that? I'm like, what is that? Five of Swords in reverse. You guys have let go of some seriously deep wounding. And that's why you guys are getting this. That's why you guys both have done the work to come together into union, to have this offering. I'm hearing to birth this offering. It's a really beautiful thing, you guys. I love it. Okay, anything else for the offering? I'm like, wow. Six of Wands. So exciting. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is like, this is a win. It's a huge win. And Spirit is congratulating both of you because you guys also went into the hermit mode and worked on yourself and are currently working on yourselves. You just done a ton of work to get to the point where you guys can come into union. This was really deep. Okay. Is there anything else? Do you want me to pull anything else? Is there any, okay, you know what I want to pull? I want to pull some advice. Okay. Should I do tarot or other advice? You really do want me to do this one, don't you? This one? Yeah. Okay. The Sun and Page of Wands. Yeah, okay. The Sun and Page of Wands. The Sun is lighting up, like, seeing the truth. The Sun is shining on the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is an offer, like the Page of Pentacles. Okay. What is the advice from Spirit Guides? Okay, I want to get advice for You want to get advice for the Queen and King and both of them? Okay. We're going to do advice for the Queen. What's the advice for the Queen right now, just in general? Like, what's the advice for her during the situation? 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So Spirit is saying it will help you get through this ending to remember what your 2 of Cups is, to remember what equal give and take is. It will help you to also move into this with an open heart. I already feel like you are open-hearted, but it will help you move into this with an open heart if you remember the star is what I'm saying. Like, your ultimate dream of a relationship is what this is. And it's like remembering what that is. And that will help you keep realizing, because you already do realize this. I know you already realize this. You keep realizing that whatever this is, this King of Swords and this Ten of Swords, oh my gosh, it just is not it. It's just not it. It's not it. And it's not anything against the person. It's just not for you. And you had to learn a lot through it. And it's just not for you. And so there is, again, the advice is to remember what your heart wants. Go into your heart space. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go to the King. Let's see what's the advice for the King, Spirit, in general, and with this. 8 of Swords. There's the thought space. I was feeling that. The thought space is really loud right now about this. Temperance. Because of the thought space, Temperance. Oh my gosh, it came up right. You got 5 of Cups too. You got Temperance twice. Wow. Temperance twice one was almost reversed, and then one. Why was that one in reverse then? If that's the case, I mean, it's turning. Maybe this is about, maybe you weren't feeling, okay, first, this is for some of you. For the King, if they're listening, if that's you. You maybe have been giving yourself maybe a hard time that it has been taking so long. And maybe that's one of your worries. That's what I'm hearing now too. It's one of your worries that this has taken so long that you don't know if the Queen's even there anymore, but she is. But you don't know for sure. So, Spirit wants to remind you to keep having patience with yourself, even when parts of you come up that are like telling you how you're going to fail. And like telling you that this isn't going to work. And telling you like you're just going to end up with loss and sadness. Like remember. Just because you have thoughts and just because you have feelings that may be connected to the past doesn't mean that that's going to be the outcome. This is the outcome. 6 of Wands. This is also the King's dream relationship. And it really is that. And I think it is just trusting the inner guidance. And also the inner guidance, the outer guidance too. Of like how you've been like guided here. How you felt maybe a deeper connection to Spirit. Maybe how you felt a deeper connection to Spirit. And maybe you've awakened because of this connection. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh my gosh, this is such a big deal. Okay, one more advice for both of you, and then I'm going to end the reading. I'm sorry, I just want to keep going. It's weird. Okay, advice for both of them, Spirit guides. Oh, 3 of Swords. Yeah, heartbreak. I hear this is an opportunity to heal heartbreak, okay, from the past. And maybe with each other. This could have been a relationship where you guys had some kind of past pain. And that also is healing through this. I see the swords being removed on the 3 of Swords. So like you are healing this pain in your 9 of Cups. Yep. Okay, one more. 9 of Cups is deep emotional fulfillment with yourself. And that's what this relationship has brought you. And that's what this relationship will bring you. And then we have the Queen of Cups again. Getting emotionally connected. The Queen of Cups is about emotional connection, softness. And the 9 of Cups is about deep fulfillment and long-term happiness with oneself. And I think that what's the most beautiful thing about this whole thing is that you learned how to love yourself through this and what your fulfillment is through this and what your 9 of Cups maybe really is. Maybe you really didn't know what your 9 of Cups was until they came into the picture. And I again really am looking at like this was a deep healing transformational process, and you guys have healed so much on your own, and now I kind of get that it's time to come together to heal this. I do feel like the king is on the precipice. Like, it's almost funny. It's funny. It's like divine timing here at play. There we go with the Fool on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so divine timing is here at play, okay? So the king may be feeling like he's taking too much time, right? But guess what? The Queen is still in the middle of ending something. So it's like when the King is actually ready, so she's in the middle of ending this, right? You will know for the king, you will know when the right time is because you will be ready. And for the queen, you will know when the right time is to end this because you will be ready, and it will happen naturally. And because you put in all the work you can, for the queen, you put in all the work you can. I swear you put in so much work to end this. And I think it's probably one of the most difficult things you've ever had to end in your whole life. Like, I really feel that. And because of how heavy that is, and because of what you have to let go, what you have to sacrifice for yourself, it's a lot. It's hard to do. It's just a lot. It's hard to do. It's really hard to move through. But you are moving through this, and this is just trusting that you are. Okay, you guys, I swear, I could just keep going on this like forever. But like, you guys are doing a great job. The king is getting there, and so are you. And so I just feel like this is like right before the offering. Like, you guys are very close to the precipice of a breakthrough on him being able to give you the offering, and you being able to end this thing and step into a more aligned place in self-love. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to stop this reading right here because I cannot. I'm going to keep going if I don't. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next time.